So you see, this is what I do. Like if price making higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, and make some kind of double bottom structure. Okay. So if price, this is the last swing high, and if last swing high, and if price takes out this liquidity, so for instance, we are in this range, like price making high, then low, then another high, then another low, then another high. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have something called double bottom, or it can also be a some kind of liquidity kind of structure here. So we have range from like from this low to this high. Okay. So what I will wait for, I will wait for price to come here and takes out this liquidity. Okay. So for instance, if price did taken out this liquidity, so many people would have bought here thinking of this as a support area. So if price breaks, takes out this liquidity, like any kind of liquidity like this, and price makes some kind of higher move and take out this high as well. Okay, so we have this range now, this swing low, this swing high. Okay, then another this swing high to this swing low. So where I will looking for buy, I will look for buys around those candles which has taken out liquidity and given us a BMS. So you see this last zone has taken out liquidity from this area and given us a breaking market structure here. So I will look for buys around that area, and that area should have take been a recent, so also given us a big breaking market structure recently. So you see this has taken out liquidity and given us a breaking market structure. So this will be my valid point of interest for buys. And if price didn't come here, for instance, making high, low, high, and low, then another high, and low, then this high, and takes out, for instance, takes out, uh, for instance, like if price has made another double top kind of structure here, or liquidity structure here, and where will be orange, this side, this low, this side, this side to this low, and this is just a liquidity. So if so, you see price has taken out liquidity from here and taken out a given range here. So what I will see, I will look for those areas which has taken out liquidity and given us a breaking market structure. So you see this this is the last area which has taken out liquidity and given us a breaking market structure. So that's where I will look for sells. So that's how I mark my zones. For if I will be looking for buys or I will be looking for sells. And you see like price made this high, and this high has taken out this range as well. So we have a breaking market structure as well. It has taken out the previous range as well. So we are in bearish trend. So what I will look for, I will look for a sells around this area. So I can look for buys around this area. Okay, so that's what I do, and I will wait for price to come here around like this, make high, low, then high, then low, then high, then low, then high, then give us a another pretty market structure here. Then where I will look for sells, I will look for sells only after price has taken out some kind of taken out some kind of structure break. This thing high to this thing high to this thing low, price taken out this low. So we are confirmed.
What campaign? What
Like
campaign
any
you
time
are
frame,
seeing?
you can see these type kind of pattern on any time frame. Like for instance, if I am seeing this move, this move on 1 hour or 50-minute time frame. Okay, so if price retraces here around this zone, this move like this high, this low, this high, this low, this move I will look for 5-minute time frame only.
Yeah.
Hope you understand. So that's how things work.
I mean, she buy in M5
Yeah, and
tháp
I'm
su
fine.
tháp 4 it's for demand or supply and like many SMC count they teach
Sorry,
mean
can you write it
I
down
will
in text, please?
typing it. Uh, they use 2 and 3 campaign to analyze
No, no, don't look for 1 minute OB. Look only at least look for 5-minute OB and 1 minute for this kind of structure, like higher highs, higher lows,
okay.
and entry purpose. Like if price make a if price retraces to your zone in 5-minute time frame and give some kind of, like if this is your zone, if price, so this move I will look for 1 minute, like higher high, higher lows, higher highs, takes out the previous low, then retraces back to your OB, 5-minute OB, and then go back. So this will be 1 hour time frame. Okay, so this block will be in 5-minute time frame, for instance. And this
Yeah, yeah.
this this move I will look for in 1 minute time frame.
Yeah. Yeah. You know
And
what I mean? What I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, bro.
that's
Okay,
what
okay.
I.
Yeah. Got it.
So let's just go on charts and explain things over it. And one more thing, like you see, for example, this is your, for instance, this is your Asian range. Market opened here and closed here. Okay, no, sorry. If Asian range opened here and closed here, for instance, like this. So we will not, and even if there will be some point of interest around those areas. So even like, yeah, so even if there will be point of interest around those areas, so we will not look for sales during Asian session. Like if this, if we have a sell point of interest around this area, like around your Asian session, so we will not look for sales. Let me explain properly. So you have 2 point of interest here. This and this. Okay, so if for instance your Asian session just started, after this, like for instance, Asian session started and market moving something like this. So we will not look for sales here, or we will not look for buys here. We will wait for price to market Asian session to complete, and then after completing that Asian session, we will look for point of interest just above that Asian session or below that Asian session for buys or sells. Around that Asian session, we will not look for any kind of entry. Hope you understand what I'm saying. Hello,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's what.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you see, this is a point of interest. Like this was the last high, which has given us a bearish move. For instance, this is the last move, and just let's explain this on gold. How I've taken. So you see, this is the last block which has taken out this side. Okay, so what I did here, I selected this body of the candle and bottom of the wick as a point of interest on daily time frame, and I gone to 4 hour time frame right now. So 4 hour, we were in trading in this range, like this is the swing high, the swing low, then another swing high, swing low, then another swing high, then another swing low. Okay, so you see on 1 hour what we had, this last block, I have chosen this because this has taken out liquidity from all these zones, this area to this area, and has taken out this low. So we have a breaking market structure in here, and it has also mitigated this drop, base, drop. So we have drop, base, drop. So we had these
Yeah.
unmitigated zones as well. This we can select this core zone as a point of interest. So what happened here? Price just came here and taken out this all this liquidity. So that's why I selected this as a point of interest for sales. Okay, but I will not look for sales again here because this zone has already been mitigated once. So price will not come here and drop again. We will look for some kind of unmitigated zone. Like this is, you see, this block has not been tested earlier, for instance,
Yeah.
but but this block has been tested by these areas. Okay, but or you can also see like this block has not been tested yet, but block this block has been tested already, and it is some kind of liquidity kind of structure, like trend line or double top kind of structure here. So we will not select this area, we will select this area as our point of interest. Hope you understand why how I am selecting the point of interest. So you see, after making this high, we have drop, we have another base, then drop. So uh, if you remember, I have sent this move in group, like this zone,
Yeah.
using my MT4. So you see, this is the block. Can go to lower time frame, and we have some sort of imbalance. Like from here to here, we have big imbalance, and price has also taken out this imbalance in here. So that's why I selected this block as my point of interest. So what has happened here? Prices came here and mitigated this zone and sold off. Then and I have also selected this zone because this has taken out liquidity from these last previous highs, previous lows, and uh, this has also given us a breaking market structure here. So that's why I selected this zone as my point of interest. And price make a higher highs, higher lows, and there are some kind of triple top kind of structure here, like this low to this low. So ICT called that as a sell side liquidity. And you see, around this area, you had some kind of trend line kind of liquidity here. Or you can also use this as a double bottom kind of structure. So you have this liquidity. So I selected this zone as my bias point of interest. So what happened here exactly? Price came here, mitigated this block, and given us a up move for at least I think like this was some
Yeah.
130 pips. So that's how I select my zones. Forget about these buys, these sells. Just see like how I'm using these zone as my point of interest. So like you can select the recent zones which has been responsible for breaking market structure and which has taken out the liquidity. Like as making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and another higher high, higher low. Then there will be some kind of trend line kind of structure or double top kind of structure. Price has taken out all these highs and given us a break in market structure. So this will be my valid point of interest for sales. So I will again look for drop this drop. Like sorry, I will again look for the same thing like here. So price to come here around this area and form some kind of liquidity and given us a mitigate this zone drop. We have break market structure here and we will sell from the RTO. So this area we look for sales only after confirmation. Okay, so that's why what you can do as well. So let's just go on Euro JPY how selected this zone. Yeah, nice move. So same thing here, like what I did, price has mitigated, price has taken out this OB. You see, this was the clear OB. People could be looking for buys here. Okay, so you see, market just came here and taken out this OB as in form of liquidity. You
Yeah.
see, market has taken.
See.
So this OB will be a valid OB for buys now because this has taken out liquidity and it has also like it has also made a higher highs on lower time frame. You will see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And after taking out this liquidity, market has given us a minor breaking market structure. As I explained in previous videos, if you have watched those videos, how I see my minor breaking market structure and major breaking market structure. So this is my minor breaking market structure. And what happened here? Price taken out this liquidity and given us a breaking market structure here, and again traced down to this OB body and the wick, and given us a
Yes.
buy mode again here. Okay, so I haven't bought here, but you see same thing happened here. Like this might fail as well. I'm not confident about this one because this but you see this was the last OB which has given us another breaking market structure here. Okay, so that's why this OB has been mitigated by this last week. Okay, and you see this OB has taken out all those liquidity from here. So that's why I selected this OB as my buy point of interest, and this was just below. This is the Asian session, if I think I'm not wrong. Well, this is just the Asian session. This rectangle box. So, uh, I had my point of interest around the body of the candle and the wick. So I'm targeting the Asian highs. Sorry, this zone. Tries to come at around this around this zone again and takes out all those liquidity from here. So we can look for sells around maybe we can look for sells around those areas. Hope you understand.
Yeah.
So that's how I see, like how I'm will be looking. So only look for those blocks like which has taken out liquidity and given you a BMS. Understand?
Yeah. Do you use week or month time frame?
No, I don't use, like
Or
I am intraday trader. So I use this like 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, or 30 minutes. And if I will be looking for like if price is breaking a structure only, like if price is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows only, and price
yeah,
towards downside only. So that's where I will be looking like where price will be go next on higher time frame. So this might be like you see there is no imbalance around here like this zone on daily time frame
yeah,
there is no imbalance. So that's why this candle will not be a valid candle for buys for me, but we might have some sort of imbalance here. You see
so
the difference.
we usually use top down analysis starting S4.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
So always look for those blocks like if you are looking for buys around some kind of sector, like if you are looking for buys, for instance, if you are looking for buys around, this has taken on stop did stop hunt and given us a viewer breaking market structure. So you will should look for a candle and there might be some kind of fair value gap around here. So what you will do, you will choose 50% of sorry, you will choose the body of the candle and the wick for your point of interest for buys only. Only if there is no imbalance around, like if you are looking for buys on 15-minute block, so if there will be no imbalance, so you will not look for buys around that block. Only you will look for buys when you will find some sort of imbalance just above that order block. Otherwise you will not look for buys. Hope you understand. So what I do mainly, like if you understand now, like price making higher highs, higher low, and price makes some sort of stop hunt and given you a breaking market structure. So I call that as a stop hunt. This will be my stop hunt. And given us a breaking market structure here. So that's where I will be looking for sells. Okay, that's how I do. So only choose that block or that area of interest which has taken out liquidity and which have some sort of imbalance as well.
yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's how I do. Nothing complicated. I don't complicate too many things. Like simple things only work. So let me explain this move. You see, this is the last zone. Uh, so choose to go for the time frame. You see, this last block has taken out liquidity from all these areas here. So you should select for the body of the candle and the wick as your point of interest. This last high has also taken out all this liquidity and
Yeah.
given you a breaking market structure somewhere around here as well. And you see some sort of trend line liquidity around here. So, so we have no imbalance here. Like we have imbalance here, but this imbalance has been already filled by this week. So what we will do next, we will look for 30-minute time frame for now. So same thing on 30-minute, this area has been mitigated by this candle. So when we look for 15-minute time frame just to find some sort of imbalance around that block. So you see, we have another candle like this candle we have, and the imbalance haven't filled completely here. Like you see, we still have some sort of imbalance. Yeah. Can you see now? We have big imbalance here. So I will choose the block now because we have imbalance. So if price comes here, I will probably look for sells around here.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. And for 5-minute time frame, let's go on 5-minute time frame. So you can also see this last candle has taken out liquidity from all these zones. Okay, so and you might also have some sort of liquidity around here. So you will select the whole zone with imbalance. Like you see, there is some sort of imbalance, sort of gap around here. So you should select the whole zone as your point of interest for sales now. So I will look for sales now here, here. So that's how it works. Okay, so that's how I mark my zones for point of interest. So I always look for those areas which have taken out the liquidity. And you see this zone also has taken out liquidity from all these areas. So we will look for what we will look for. We will look for some sort of imbalance, candle with imbalance. So
Do you use confirmation in on M5 or
yeah, yeah.
put a
Same.
limit order?
Like if you are risking some kind of one lot on one trade, okay, so you should just go for 0.25 lot with a limit order and 0.75 with after confirmation. Understand? Hello.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat?
Like if you are if you have some point of interest for sales, so if you are risking one lot size which is $100, okay, so what you can do, you can go for 0.25 lot risking $25 as a limit order, okay, and rest 0.75 after confirmation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I do.
Okay.
Here I will select like this zone has taken out all this liquidity from here. So I will select the whole zone and the gap. Like there is no gap above that block. So we have gap only until here. So we will select, we will use the whole zone as my point of interest. Yeah, it is. So we have 2 point of interest for sales now. So that's how it works. Nothing complicated. if you can just go and practice, like just mark these types of structure and these types of zones and send me in my DM. So I will help you out properly next time.